Hello, today we're going to be making some very simple custom name earrings, and it's going to use just 4 elements, 3 circles, which I have here, and then the name that you're going to do. So I'm going to replicate this Latoya earring that I did a few weeks ago. So again, you start off with 3 circles. You just go to your right drawing tools, make 3 circles. It doesn't matter the size, just make them bigger than, make 2 of them bigger, make them just like this. Okay, so this is the base of the earring. I'm going to place this red ball inside of the gray one, and I'm going to, let's make it a little bit smaller because I need to leave enough room at the top for the hole to the earring. So like that. So I'm going to highlight these 2 circles, and I'm going to center, and I'm going to open up my modify panel off to the right, which is this here, and I'm going to subtract. So hit subtract, and it makes it 1 element. So now we have the true base of the earring. And so we're going to take our 3rd little circle. That's going to be the hole at the top of the earring. So let me kind of zoom in a little bit more. So the hole to the earring is going to be a 0.08, and before you punch the hole in the earring, you want to size the earring down to what you're going to actually cut with the Glowforge. So these I typically make them at either 2.5 inches or 2.25 inches. So I'm going to make, I think I did the Latoya at 2.5 inches. Oh, I didn't size it up. Anyway, I'm going to do it 2.5 inches, 2.5, enter. I have my lock ratio on so it can stay 2.5 all the way around. And so this green circle, I'm going to make that a 0.08 to represent the hole that the wire is going to go through. And then I'm going to position it in the center. I'm going to send this gray to the back so I can see my hole. There we go. Alright, so this is 2.5, this is 0.08. As you can see, it looks to be a little too big. Let me size it down just a tad. There we go. I'm going to release the compound path and just it down just a tad. There we go. And I'm going to modify or make sure I'm still centered. And I'm just going to make it a compound path again. There we go. We just bought some more space. So here I want to put it closer to the top of the ring. And I want to center again. I don't want it too close. Let's see if I can make that a 0.07. There we go. And bring it down a tad bit. There we go. So about a 0.07, 0.08 is still good. Either or. So now I'm going to center again. I just constantly center, make sure it's right. And then I'm going to subtract. And so there you have it. You have your earring base. Now for the name part, you would take Latoya and since I'm replicating this one, I got to find the font. And I like to design in black. It just helps the eyes. So I'm going to change that to black. And then I'm going to open my font panel off to the right. Text panel, if you will. And then I'm just going to scroll down and choose a font that I like. I already know I want to do this Harlow font. So I'm just going to scroll down to the H's. But of course, you can use any font that you like. But I do recommend you do not use fonts that are not thick and have flimsy. This one looks decent. You can use something like that. But if it has like flimsy little thin or flimsy, it tends to break over time. So I always choose a thick, cute font. Alright, and so now that I have my font, I'm going to size this down to fit inside the earring. Come on over here. And basically what you're going to do, you're going to eye it. Let me turn this earring black. And the object is for each letter to touch. So I'm going to reduce the character spacing till they touch. Also, let me make it a little bit bigger. Alright, so now they're touching. I need to ungroup because I need that A to touch that L. So let me raise the L up a tad. There we go. Alright, so that looks good. So now that everything's touching and you can still make out the name, you're going to select all and then right click and weld. So there you have it. You have your name earring. And now to size it down. You can make it bigger. You can keep it bigger while you're designing, but in the end, you want it to be 2.5 inches. So I just want to make sure everything touches the top and the bottom. Let me drag this down some, this up some. And it's okay to lose some of the swoosh in the letters as long as you, in the end, you can make out the name. And I think that's close enough. We did pretty good. So at this point, when everything's touching, you're going to select all. I'm not going to center because I have it to where everything's touching and it still looks decent. So I'm going to weld everything together. And there you have it. So at this point, I would size it back down to the true size, 2.5. I can move this out the way. And so this is what I will upload to the Glowforge software and then cut out the earring. And so the machine is going to read, you can make it all black, it doesn't matter. You tell the machine what to cut and what to engrave. So this is one element, so it's going to cut everywhere you see red highlighted around the letters. It's going to cut, but it's not going to cut the name apart, if that makes sense. Alright, so I may upload a video that shows me cutting out a name earring. I'm not going to recut this one. I've already done that. So stay tuned for part 2. Thanks. Bye.